Whatever you're after, sand, sea, sunshine, culture, or magnificently varied landscape, Mallorca really does have something to suit everyone. It's been called Germany's secret 17th state. We'll show it to you from its most attractive side. 2 p.m. on Friday. We're putting you up in the center of Palma at the Hotel Palau Safont.
Bienvenido al Palau Safont.
An old episcopal palace dating from the 16th century, converted into a small hotel with just 19 rooms. The works of art everywhere are contributions from artist friends. In return, they got free board and lodging. Your room is charming and full of special Moorish details. There's also a pool with an excellent view, right in the middle of the city. The hotel is excellently located in Palma city centre, and now you can start exploring. The Passage des Bornes is right on your doorstep. It's Palma's main pedestrian zone, built in the 18th century in a former riverbed. Right beside it are the small, winding alleyways of the old town, with their many shops and cafes. It's less touristy here than you'd expect, considering Mallorca gets around 10 million visitors a year. And just off the narrow streets, there are tranquil little corners. Just as cool and relaxed as most of the people here. Where culture is concerned, Palma has a great deal to offer. There's the famous Palma Cathedral, known as La Seu, for instance, the second largest Gothic church in the world. This city on the sea has several other interesting structures too, many of them in the Spanish Art Nouveau style known locally as Modernisme. To give you a chance to digest all these impressions in peace and quiet, we're sending you to the city's oldest bakery. At Can Miquel, the cakes and ensaimades are legendary. At the back of the bakery, you can watch Miquel preparing the ensaimades just the way his ancestors did. This, by the way, is pure fat. So, as you can see, this Mallorcan speciality is not for the figure-conscious. Mallorcan pizza, also homemade of course, is baked in the oven right at the centre of the shop. Ladies, a word of advice, Miquel does like to flirt, and even though he can't speak any language other than Mallorquí, he's often quite successful. Laid back and ultra-relaxed. Our next destination in the old part of Palma, the hammock store Un Mundo de Hamacas. Handmade hammocks in all variations, a special type of souvenir for the folks back home. The owner, Noelia, knows the secret of maintaining inner peace.
Must have only 10 or 15 minutes per day to relax.
7 p.m. The Castel de Belver. Standing high on a hill just outside Palma, this is one of the finest fortresses in Europe. Built in the early 14th century, the castle was initially a royal summer residence. Later, up until the early 20th century, it was a jail. From the roof of the fortress, there's a spectacular view across the harbour and the city. To To round off the first evening of your weekend, there's no better place to go than the Puro Beach Club, very close to Palma. Sip cocktails, take a deep breath and admire the beautiful sunset. And the people too. You're in the right place at the right time. Saturday morning, 10 a.m. We've a lot in store for you today. First, breakfast at the hotel, and then a car trip to the southeastern part of the island. The ride takes 40 memorable minutes. You'll pass unspoiled landscapes and villages with a special charm. Passing vast olive groves, you'll reach your destination, the little town of Santani. When the busy market invades the church square in this town, you'll experience the other, less touristy side of Mallorca. Many locals buy and sell food here. It's fresh, ultra cheap, and unbelievably tasty. But even when it isn't market day, Santani is still well worth a visit. In a side alley near the church, we've made a wonderful discovery, the Sabotiga, a cafe that does delicious breakfasts. The way the owners pamper you, as if they've only been waiting for you and no one else, along with many special details, all add to the great atmosphere. It's a good opportunity to ask the German couple who own the cafe how living here on Mallorca can change a person.
You get more relaxed. And if the temperature goes down 5 degrees or so, you start saying, wow, it's getting really cold. And if the temperature here in winter goes down to 15 or 13 degrees, that's cold for us.
Some people certainly have problems. A lot of Germans have settled on Mallorca looking to find their fortune. Katja Ver found it with flor de sal. The simple idea of taking Mallorcan salt and mixing it with delicious spices has now become a huge success internationally. Here you can taste salts just the way that you taste fine wines, which are of course available here too, together with lots of other delicious things. But where does this salt actually come from? Katja takes you to the salt pans at Es Trenc.
I think anyone who comes here to the salt pans can sense the special energy, the light, the vastness, the sunset reflecting off the salt. Being able to work here is very special.
Katja and her team harvest the salt by hand, and the weather has to be sunny, without too much moisture in the air. The Cuevas del Drac are just to the north of Santani. They're a huge network of underground caves, over 1,700 meters long. It's guaranteed to take your breath away. Mallorca is famed for its limestone caverns. In the old days, the islanders used them to hide from pirates. Today, you can admire the millions of stalagmites and stalactites, and even a subterranean lake. Every guided tour is rounded off with a small concert of classical music, performed in rowing boats. It's time to visit the sea. Even though you can't swim just here at the Cap de les Salines on the southernmost point of the island, the view is stunning. Apart from the lighthouse, this stretch of coast has only bare crags and bizarre rock formations, seemingly created either by extraterrestrials or by enthusiasts who wanted to leave a personal stamp on the place. Watching the sunset here is one of the greatest experiences this island has to offer. Sea air makes you hungry. And since you're in the southeastern part of the island, the Vienna is a must. The atmosphere and the staff are genuinely and refreshingly laid back. And the food? Well, the Vienna is famed for its Wiener Schnitzel. The portions are so enormous that not even experienced eaters can finish them. But Christian, the chef here, can whip up lots of other dishes too. Mallorcan specialities, delicious fish dishes, all of them tasting incredibly good. For the island's German residents in particular, the Vienna is a popular dining and living room. Sunday, 11 a.m. Palma Harbour, the largest in the Balearic Islands, is only a 5-minute walk from your hotel. Here you can marvel at all the enormous boats, or watch the fishermen at work. Famous artist Joan Miró lived in Cala Mayor for 40 years. His former house and studio have now been turned into a museum. Miró always dreamed of having a studio of his own. He once wrote about needing space for lots of canvases, because the more he worked, the more enthusiastic about working he became. On Mallorca, his wish was fulfilled. His studio is located right beside the museum. Everything is just the way it was when Miró created his masterpieces. The paints and the brushes are still lying the way the artist left them. It's rare to come this close to a great artist. Your weekend is drawing to a close. On the beach at Palma, enjoy your final impressions of this wonderful island. Goodbye, Mallorca, and see you for your next weekend.